Hey, happy weekend, everyone. I hope you're all doing fine and well today. So, it's another session where I'll be sharing my top three setup with you. And also, I'll be doing some sort of trade recommendations, the currency pair you can look into. And, if you're into crypto or you're into stocks, okay, I will probably talk about some stock indices you can also look into. Probably you want to short or you want to buy anything this week, okay. I will share my technical perspective and my fundamental perspective on all these assets, and then we're gonna just see how this week goes. Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the videos. It helps the algorithm to recommend the video to other people. And that's that. So without further ado, guys, let's jump straight into the video properly. So before we actually move further to talking about anything today, let's quickly take a look at the current, the latest COT data. Okay, COT filing that was released last week Friday. So something fascinates, something really cool actually caught my attention on this COT data this week. So first up is the euro. You can see that we have 305 new contracts that was open, and then we have 46,000 short contracts were closed. Okay, based on the latest filing. So we have 305 long contracts that was filed, new long contract was open, and then we have 46,000 short contract that was closed. The other one that also fascinates me, or that kind of like was very important to note, was USD. Look at the United States dollar right here. We have 4,312 long contracts was closed, and then we have 5,325 new short contracts were open. All right, that was added. So the other one that also kind of resonates, because this is actually not super serious. That is Japanese yen, but I have a trade in Japanese yen, so I have to share this with you. So we have 12,000 long contracts were closed, okay, based on the new filing, and 1,100 short contract was also closed, which was quite normal, right? But the long contract that was closed was way bigger than the short contract. That makes it 2 times in a row, or 2 weeks in a row, that we have a chunk load of the long contract that was closed. Okay, pay close attention to it. The next one was pound. Pound was actually in the middle. Okay, we have 1100 long contracts was open, and 946 new short contracts was open as well. So that's more like the same thing. Okay, nothing too serious about that. Taking a look at Bitcoin, we have measly almost the same thing. 756 new contracts were open, and 444 new short contracts were also open. And then gold. Gold is a whole different show. 25,482 new long contract was added, and we have 3,650 new short contracts was also added. So that's giving us a total of 83,600, 83.46% long contract. Okay, this is a net long contract or long position. That's really good. Yes, I think I want to talk about Aussie and Kiwi. Aussie was quite below. Yes, exactly. I have Aussie yen trade running right now, and you can see right here on Aussie, we have 24,543 short contracts was closed, and 2,320, 24,543 long contracts was closed, and 2,320 short contracts was closed, making it 78.02% net short position. This is the COT new filing, the latest filing. I think we should talk about Kiwi also, because Kiwi yen is also another trade that I kind of recommended last week, which is actually doing very well right now. And if you look at Kiwi very well, this is a very good one. Only 328 long contracts was closed. However, 12,815 short contracts was closed, meaning institutions were more interested in shorting, in buying New Zealand. Okay, there were no new contract that was open. Okay, but if you look at the difference between the long contract and the short contract, you see that there is a chunk of short contract that was closed, and the long contract that was open was quite small. The same thing for Aussie. Okay, so this is telling us something. Aussie seems to be getting weaker because new long contract was closed, short contract was closed, but a chunk load of the long contract was closed. However, Kiwi is the other way around. Short contract, the chunk load of short contract was closed, and just a small number of the long contract was closed. So if we look at the general view, the net position, you can see that we still have these CHF, excuse me, we still have CHF, Kiwi, Aussie, and CAD at the bottom right here. Okay, we have CHF, we have CAD, we have Aussie, and we have Kiwi. They are all still below 21%. Okay, they are measly around 20% long contract. Whereas we have silver, yen, gold, and South African rands. They were the one holding above 75%. Okay, they were the ones staying above 75%. So we still have a chunk load of yen long position, gold long position, silver long position, and South African rounds long positions. Okay, based on the latest COT filing. This is not me, just the data we released on Friday. So that said, we now come to the top setup. Okay, you can see what we have right here. We have gold still staying very bullish at 12 with a score of 12. Pound Aussie with a score of 9, very bullish. Pound dollar, euro dollar, the same thing, very bullish with a score of 8. We have euro Aussie bullish, score of 7. And we have Bitcoin silver with a score of 6, still pretty bullish. And we have Kiwi and US 10 years bonds at with a score of 5, also reading bullish. Although I'm on silver, which I will share with you later. I'm on silver. I'm also on any other buy trade I'm currently holding, none for now, aside silver that I opened on Friday. The other one that I'm holding, which is short position, is Aussie yen right here. I'm shorting Aussie yen, and that's more like it. Every other one has disappeared, which I'm going to discuss when we jump into the technical part. All right, and that's more like it. I'm holding Aussie yen. You can see it's reading a score of -7, which is very bearish. I like this. And we have USD South African rand, Aussie card, dollar Swiss, Aussie Swiss, and Aussie Kiwi, all reading bearish from -7 all the way down to -10 on the top setup. This is very important because this actually reflects on my top trade setup based on the technical perspective, which I'll be sharing with you later. But before we actually jump into my top trade setup or my trade recommendation for this week, let's talk about DXY. Now, looking at DXY right at the bottom here, what do you see? We have multiple bottoms right here. So if we get a serious break above here, a nice and decent pullback, we might end up getting the retest of this 50% Fibonacci, which could now lead into what the further sell-off of dollar, okay, of DXY, United States dollar. You get the gist, okay? So that is the plan, and that is where I am right now on DXY, all right? We've seen the double bottom, which was quite good, okay? I want to see a more decent break to the upside, followed by a more decent pullback, okay, that retest this particular region right here, and then fly all the way to the top, retesting 50% Fibonacci, making it what? A retest of making this particular region a key zone, because previously it was used as support. Now I want to see it used as resistance before we can now anticipate for a further sell-off on the dollar index. Okay, but right now I'm still holding off on all my dollar trade. There's no actual setup right now, and this is the major reason why I'm still holding off. USD CHF, USD card, I have them unlocked. I'm watching them very closely, but right now I'm still holding off on them. Okay, unless I see dollar just kind of turn all the way down and start dropping, that would be the only reason why I will probably look away from them for the rest of the month. Okay, if I get a clear and decent returns of this 50% Fibonacci, dollar card, dollar Swiss, pound dollar, euro dollar, Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar, I will be all in on them, following the trajectory of the trend, and it will be quite interesting. But right now, so far so good, I'm still holding off on them. Okay, so if you talk about my top trade setup, if you talk about the trade I'm currently holding, let's begin with USD This is a very pressure trade to begin with. Okay, why? Because dollar still hasn't found its way back to an actual momentum. Is it going to continue ranging where we were looking at it, or it's going to actually move to the top? If dollar ends up moving to the top, I can actually get this trade this trade can run into a lot of problems very fast, very quickly. Okay, but if the bearishness, okay, if the sellers tarries and they're quite resilient, which we've seen that they are, and you can see the COT number that we've also checked earlier on US dollar, you can see we have a chunk load of short contract that was opened this new week, all right here. This is signaling a very interesting thing for us. So we have to pay close attention to that. So if if the dollar index now fall further, we might see dollar yen also drop. Okay, but this won't be, I won't categorize this as my top trade setup or even a trade recommendation because of the pressure that's filling in. All right, so guys, if you're watching this video right here on my social media pages, the full version of this video is on YouTube. Okay, so you might want to quickly go there. Okay, give me a subscribe, like the video, and you can watch around, look for any setup, any trade that you like, okay, or any video that I've recorded that kind of resonates with you that you want to learn. I have an FOMC script that I explained last week. I have updates on Bank of Japan. I have so many videos that you can just shop around. If you like what you see, if you have any question, you can always contact me via my email, or you can drop a comment. You can drop anything in the comment section. I check them and I reply them accordingly. So that's that. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel anyway. The name is Market Pulse. Moving on to the next trade setup I have right here, which is Aussie yen. Aussie yen is a fancy trade that I took last week and seems to be doing very well. So I'm going to recommend a trade for you this week. Aussie yen will be part of them. Okay. If you are interested, you can simply join. Possibly if you get a pullback, okay, a little bit of a pullback, you can join the trade. Okay, moving forward. And don't forget, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So I'm just a trader. I'm looking for a trade opportunity to share with you guys because you're my friends. So that's one okay. All right. So moving forward, I'm holding US Aussie yen and it's looking very good right now. There's nothing to explain, okay, other than the fact that it broke below the structure, it came back to retest it, making this particular zone a key zone. All right. You can see support, resistance, and now it started dropping fast. Okay. Until I see this actually drop below here, that's when I can start looking for what's adding on to the trade. Okay. But right now, I'm still holding off on this trade and I would like to see how it goes in general. Pound Kiwi, Pound New Zealand dollar is another trade that I took last week, which actually seems to be doing very well right now. And you can see I just trade a basic setup, okay, the support and resistance, the simple stuff. And if you look at this on the daily time frame, which I am right now, see how trendy this particular pair has been since 2024, since January 2024, right here. You can see we've seen series of higher highs and higher lows, okay, higher highs and higher lows, and it's been consistent since for the past almost 1.5 years now. Based on this particular chart I'm looking at right now, and based on this trend line, right, you can see the momentum, right, from 2023, okay, 2023, moving forward. So now looking at this, I think this is a very fancy one. Pound seems to be bullish lately. Okay, if you look at the United Kingdom economic heat map, which I'll be sharing with us later as time goes on, okay, and when you compare that with the New Zealand dollar, the Kiwi economic heat map, you see it's a it's a big margin. Okay, when you compare to the UK economy, when you compare it with the New Zealand economy, it's a big margin. Okay, we have a very solid. Let's actually take a look at it real quickly, just very briefly. Look at the actual data that we have here in the United Kingdom. All right, you can see that the GDP is actually slowing down, which is not very impressive. But we have a matured manufacturing PMI. It's still below 50, which is not very strong. However, the service PMI looks really good. Retail sales is above 1, which is solid. We have a sticky inflation over there. CPI is above 3.0, which is not bad at all. PPI also is 0.3. That means inflation is actually slowing down as far on the wholesale or the producer aspect. Okay, so that is actually very good. So unemployment rate at 4.4, that's very good. And employment change from 88k to 144k, that is solid. So right now I will give them 60 to 70. I think 70 is being generous actually. I will give them 60 to 65% strength, okay, as far as the United Kingdom is concerned, economy is concerned. If you take a look at the New Zealand dollar or New Zealand economic heat map in general, let's take a look at it together real quickly. All right, so if you take a look at the New Zealand economic heat map right here, if you look at what we have right here, you will see that the GDP data, the GDP growth, the quarterly GDP growth seems to be deteriorating. I mean, it seems to be boosting. It seems to be coming up gradually. So I'm going to give them a plus. The manufacturing PMI looks really good. The service PMI is below 50. That's why it's not quite good. Retail sales is below 1. Not quite good. CPI is slowing down. That's cool. PPI is negative. Not quite good. Unemployment rate is off the chart. Not quite good. Employment change is below 1%. Not quite good. And retail sales, the quarterly retail sales is also below 1. That is not quite good. Looking at this right now, you can see that it's not super solid. When we focus on the actual, now I'm not considering the previous or the forecast. I'm looking at what we have right now on the New Zealand economic heat map. And that is not looking pretty decent to me right now. So I would give them a roughly 45 to 55% stability based on the economy. And if you compare that with 65% of the United Kingdom, you can see that it's a bigger chance that the United Kingdom will beat them right now compared to when it comes to the technical part. And that's why we've seen the momentum of this particular pair to be very, very solid. Okay, so if you're interested in the trade, Pound Kiwi will be another one that I would suggest that you look into moving forward. WTI is another trade I'm holding, which seems to be acting very, very crazy right now. Once the market opens tonight or tomorrow Monday, okay, I would consider closing off on this trade if I get a much decent break above this particular region right here. If I get a decent count that goes above here, I will probably close the trade entirely. If I've already broken this trend line, there's no point in holding this trade for a longer period. All right, so that is that. WTI. But for now, I don't have any setup as far as the WTI is concerned, which is crude oil. I don't have any top setup right here, so there's no point in holding on to this trade. You're opening a new one. Silver, on the other hand, on Friday, I took a fresh new bag and silver, and that seems to be doing quite well. You can see this pullback was very, very deep, and this is exactly what I've been looking forward to all this while. So we've seen a very decent move to the upside. Don't forget, guys, I took a fresh buy right here, and I got tapped out around here, which is not very good. So I missed out on all this momentum. Okay, I missed out on it. But I'm just quite fortunate. I mean, this trade is still very young. Okay, you can still find it came all the way down to the testing 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. So I took a buy right there, just an impulsive buy on the 1 hour time frame. So if it's going to continue to the upside, we'll see how it goes moving forward this week. Don't forget, we also discussed the COT data, okay, the latest COT filing on and how the institutions see what's it called again, the silver this week, okay, their position. And you can see right here, this is the institution position this week on institution filing, okay, on silver. You can see right here we have 7,634 new long contract that was open or added, whereas we also have 4,864 new short contract which was also added, and that kind of makes it total around 77.59% overall long contract on silver. Now we look at it right here, you can see it's one of the pair that I kind of gauge is the top performing assets, okay, as far as the COT filing is concerned. Okay, you can see right there, it makes absolutely sense. We have silver, we have yen, we have gold, and we have South African rand. All of them cross above 75%, which is really good. So that is why I'm still considering buying silver moving forward. Lastly, Swiss yen. Swiss yen is a very crazy one, okay, very annoying as so. You can see that it made a very massive jump to the top right here. However, the important thing about Swiss franc is that the Swiss National Bank eventually last week cut their interest rate from 0.5% to 0.25%. And for the first time in a long time, Japanese yen is now the country with the lowest interest rate. Now, Swiss franc has finally, or let me say Switzerland has finally come around and take that baton from them, which is quite decent. So now let's see how the market will have today. We saw this dump after the data was released on Thursday. Now on Friday, the market seems to be recuperating from there. Possibly the market is just reacting to this particular resistance region and probably is going to grab some support here. Probably use the same region as support, and maybe we're going to get it to move to the upside. Maybe. I'm not sure for now. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm still leaning very bearish on Swiss yen. And if it breaks above here, pull back nicely, I'll possibly tap out on this short position, and maybe I'll for the first time join a technical trade perspective. But am I going to recommend this for you guys? No, I'm definitely not. Okay, if I'm going to recommend any trade, I'll say you look into Bitcoin. Okay, if you're interested in a very short-term buy opportunity, I would say you can look for a buy opportunity from here to here, or you can look for a more long-term opportunity from right here to this particular top, or even moving further to the upside. Okay, so on Bitcoin, I would say look for buy opportunity moving forward. And you can see on Edge Finder, we also have Bitcoin ranging with a score of what's the score right here? With a score of 6. Okay, we have Bitcoin right here with a score of 6, quite bullish. All right, so I think that is very, very decent as far as I am concerned. So I'm going to recommend an asset for you to look into this week. I would say look into Bitcoin. Another one that I would recommend is gold. Okay, gold also made a very nice and decent dump last week. But is this a usual dump that I'm looking forward to? Let me take gold to 4-hour time frame so it will make a bit of sense right here. So am I going to recommend you to short gold right now? I think I have a bias on gold, a short-term sell trade, and possibly a long-term buy. Okay, so first off, if you see gold actually find its way back to the top right here, I will say look for buy. However, if this particular 4-hour candle, this particular one, eventually got engulfed, okay, got engulfed like this, you can end up looking forward to a short sell. Okay, I'm recommending that. A short sell. Now, mind you, this is gonna put my silver trade in a lot of pressure because if gold is dropping, silver will definitely follow as well. But I'm not gonna say that because I'm in a trade, I'm not gonna see what is actually right in front of me. I don't get emotional when it comes to trade. I see it as it is. So for gold, I think there's a short-term short trade possibility, at least all the way back to this region around that 2,950 region. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you can chip in a short sell, okay, all the way back to this region right here on gold. However, that is if, don't forget, if and only if this particular 4-hour candle is totally engulfed, meaning if you see a 4-hour candle or 8-hour candles that close below this particular candle, this 4 hour candle, this very green candle, then we can look into short selling it all the way back to this region. And then from there, we can now see probably gold bounce up moving forward. Okay. However, if you see it break above here, pull back nicely, do not do anything other than what? Other than following the original momentum, which is what? Bullish. Okay, just follow it all the way to the top. Well, I'm personally just sticking to silver because it makes absolute sense. And if silver ends up dipping further to the downside, there's silver again. If silver ends up dipping to the downside further, I would look for a possible short. I mean, I would still look for what? A possible buy trade, possibly around here. If it comes all the way down here, I will have on to the trade moving forward. Okay. The only reason why I would stop buying silver is if and only if it crosses below this region, right here. It breaks below this previous low. So if it comes below here, I'll probably consider shorting from there. Or anything from here, anything from there, that box right there, I will consider buying. Okay. But anything below here, I will definitely consider shorting it. All right. So that is just the way I see things. But right now, I'm pretty solid on the British silver, despite the fact that I have a short sell possibility or analysis on gold. So that is that on silver. I'm looking forward to short sell pound USD. Okay, we're going to get to euro dollar later, but let's start with pound dollar. So pound dollar has been, it shows a little bit of weakness at the top here, considering where it was coming from since February 24th. Okay, right here, when we saw that pump that happened for like 3 weeks straight. Okay, since the 24th of February up until now, we've not seen this particular support right here getting destroyed. However, on Friday, we see that the market seems to be approaching that particular level. So two things will happen right at the top here. Okay, two things will happen. Let me extend it a little bit so you can see it very well. So the first thing that I'm anticipating for it is a rebound from this particular region right here. Okay, a rebound from it, I will see the market go up. I'm not interested in that. Why? Because this is expected to pull back. Okay, all this impulsive momentum is expected to pull back to at least 50% Fibonacci. And that is why I'm looking forward to counter trend this particular momentum. I want to counter it and short sell it, number one, back to 1.28444 or 1.2700. Okay, those are the two particular levels I'm looking forward to take a short trade to. So if you are if you are a day trader, okay, you can probably look forward to see a short sell below here. Okay, so if the market break below here and we see a very nice pullback on the 1 hour time frame or 30-minute time frame, you can quickly take a short trade. First off, you can target 1.2844, or the second TP will be at 1.2700. Okay, if you are interested in that, you can take that counter trend trade. But mind you, this particular support has to be broken first. You've got to see a pullback and then look for an engulfing candlestick after this particular support level has been retested and being used as resistance. Okay, look for what candlestick pattern engulfing preferably, and then take that short trade immediately. The next trade I'm going to suggest, I'm going to recommend is Euro USD. I mean, I've been trading Euro dollar since the top here. I took another short right here, and then I got tapped out all along this way. Then I got distracted and I just gave up on Euro dollar. So that's that. Now, the second thing is, now that we see Euro dollar also back at this particular demand zone, and on Friday is back to that region again. Okay, so two things will happen. The same thing on pound US dollar. Okay, either we get a rebound from this particular region and the market continue to go up, which I will possibly not going to buy. Okay, because this old impulsive momentum has got to pull back. If it doesn't pull back, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for as long as possible. But chasing this momentum is not going to be something I'm going to do. So that is that on that. Okay, that is that on that. We have double top right here. I wasn't even talking about the chart pattern that is forming at the top. On gold, if you go back to the gold chart that I analyzed earlier, let's quickly go back there. On gold, you see that we have an head and shoulder pattern. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, you will see that head and shoulder very, very clearly. Right at the top here, you can see this head and shoulder pattern. You've got a breakout, you've got a retest. Now we're waiting for 1 hour to 2 hour candlestick for entry. So that is that. On pound USD, you see that we have a little bit of what I call divergence. Okay, you see what I call divergence. Right at the top here, we have higher high, higher low, higher high. Right, we have higher high right here. On the RSI indicator, you can see we have lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. There is a divergence. So that is another reason why I want to short pound US dollar. Okay, don't forget it's a measly counter trend trade that's not going to last for a long period of time. Just a quick shot. Okay, both on pound dollar, gold, and now let's come back to euro dollar. I just want to show you another aspect or another reason why I'm looking forward to take that trade. So on euro dollar, you can see that we also have a little bit of a higher high right here, but we can call it a flat stop as well because the high is not that far apart. However, you can see, if you see the RSI indicator right here, we have lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You can see right here we have a divergence right there. So if this successfully break this particular support zone, I want to see it very clearly break below it, pull back nicely, then I will short it all the way down to 1.0608, possibly. However, the moment I get an entry, I will start trading every 40 pips. Okay, the moment this trade running 40 pips profit, you want to start trading immediately. Okay, so the next trade I'm going to suggest or I'm going to recommend before the end of this video is going to be Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I'm looking forward to take a possible buy trade. Okay, you can see the bearish momentum seems to be lagging since it touched this particular region at 78,000. Okay, it seems to be the momentum seems to be reducing. It seems to be contrasting. Okay, this might be a full-blown rejection, and the market will fly all the way back to 100k, or it might just be a little bit of a trap for buyers, and the market will drop. So this is for big accounts. Okay, not for $100 or $300 or $500 kind of account. This is for maybe $1,000 kind of account you can raise up to like maybe $50 in my own personal opinion. So if you're looking to buy or trade Bitcoin, first thing first, you can see right here we have higher highs. Okay, we have high, low, high, low, high, low. We get a break above here, a nice and decent pullback. I would say take a buy and target 91,000. But don't forget, your stop loss shouldn't be more than below here. Though this is yet to actually form very well, this particular support resistance has to be broken first off. Okay, break above it, pull back, and then look for buy opportunity. Alternatively, if you get a break below this particular trend line, okay, this particular trend line right here, and the market break below this or this intraday support as well, and a pullback, I would say you should take a short trade back to 78k because it's quite tight. But the true setup on Bitcoin is actually a very tight region. You can see right here. So it's a tight scale. That's why I said I'm not gonna suggest this for everybody. This is for an aggressive trader, an high risk trader. Okay. So if you're that kind of person, you might take this trade. So those are the trade I have. I'm planning to recommend for you for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. One of these 4 trade setups should play out. And I'm gonna do a recap for you on Thursday, and I'm going to recommend another one for Thursday and Friday for you. Okay, so don't forget, we have GU, Pound USD, XAU, Gold, we have Euro Dollar, okay, and then we have BTC. So those are the 4 setups that I'm looking for, that I personally can recommend for you right now. Don't forget, these are pure technical basis. 3 of them are counter trend, and the other one, which is Bitcoin, is more like a breakout kind of trade. All right. So if you're interested, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok, on LinkedIn, and every other the pages you're watching from. All right. So thank you very much. Don't forget, this is not a financial advice. Okay. This is just a trade setup that I'm recommending for you. Okay. Apply risk management. It is not a financial advice. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye for now.